Welcome back to Scaling Solopreneur. I am Elena Reister, and I am the founder of the Science Grad School Coach. So on this channel, I help mission-driven entrepreneurs to scale their impact while thriving. And so today I'm going to start out a series talking about what a mission-driven entrepreneur and what the benefits of being a mission-driven entrepreneur are. So today I wanted to get started with just kind of sharing with you what my view, at least, of a mission-driven entrepreneur is, and some of the benefits that comes with being a mission-driven entrepreneur. A mission-driven entrepreneur is somebody who is creating a business to fulfill a very specific mission. And so this mission can be seen as their why, or what they're really, the impact they're trying to make in the world through their business. This is actually different than a lot of entrepreneurs out there, especially in the online and YouTube space. A lot of those entrepreneurs are more like income-driven entrepreneurs. They're doing what they're doing just to make as much money as they can. And so this is really a stark comparison to a mission-driven entrepreneur who has a very specific impact that they want to make in their business. And for a lot of this is described as your why. So if you've ever read Simon Sinek's Start With Why, he really talks about how businesses really start to grow because they have a single mission. So then they can get into sectors that other businesses can't because what they're doing is consistent with their mission. So for example, Apple's mission is often to challenge the status quo, which means they're able to go a lot of places that other computer companies can't go because it's simply they have a very specific mission. So as long as the products they're making in that space are challenging the status quo, people will buy them because they know their mission. This is different than a lot of computer companies because a lot of computer companies, we just know them for making computers. Example that he gives in his book is the Dell computers. And so Dell is probably a great computer company, but when they tried to go out into the small electronics space, into the music space and things like that, nobody bought their products because they were a computer company. They weren't a company challenging the status quo, which is why people would buy things like the iPod and the iPhone, where no one's buying a Dell cell phone or a Dell, MP3 player. So in the online space, I think that this becomes even more important because especially if you're selling knowledge products or software or things like that, knowing what your mission is going to make things a lot clearer for you and a lot clearer for your customer. So when you try to reach everyone, we all hear about niching down. But niching down only gets you so far, right? Because sometimes you hear about people who niche down too far because now they're stuck and known as one thing and they feel like they can't break out of it. And this is why being mission-driven entrepreneur is different than being a niche-down entrepreneur. So a mission-driven entrepreneur has a specific mission, and they can actually work to accomplish this in a variety of niches. So for example, on this channel, my mission is to help mission-driven entrepreneurs scale their impact while thriving. Well, that allows me, if people know my mission, that allows me to go into a lot of different niches, right? I want to help people scale their impact. So that has to do with marketing. That has to do with monetization and products, because if you're going to want to actually scale your impact, you need to have money coming in. You need to have some form of products being sold so that money's coming in. That allows me to potentially talk about blogging, talk about YouTube, talk about podcasting, creating courses, selling templates. I can talk about all these things because those are the what's to my why. Those are how I can help mission-driven entrepreneurs scale their impact. And I can talk about things like building evergreen funnels and maybe like Kajabi or Thinkific. I can talk about all of these things because they are elements to how I complete my mission, right? They're elements to how I'm helping you scale your impact. But I am not the Kajabi girl, right? Like my business is not focused on Kajabi. That's a what to my why. And so that's, it's a little bit simpler whenever it's in like a business perspective, I think. because like if you look around, you can see people like Vanessa, who's just now rebranding her business basically because she became the Instagram person. And she became the Instagram person, and this is from her own talking about it, because she didn't really have a mission at that time. She's now changed her mission to she wants to help content creators monetize their knowledge, right? That's a very specific mission. Now, it makes sense when she talks about YouTube. It makes sense when she talks about creating courses. It didn't make sense when she talked about anything but Instagram because she had built her business on being an Instagram person. So it's very different. A niche is very different than a mission. And I think that's so important to realize. The other thing I will say in having a mission-driven entrepreneur or being a mission-driven entrepreneur is that I think a lot of people think that if you're mission-driven, you basically should sell things for cheaper, you don't really want money and things like that. And that's completely not true. It's not about wanting or not wanting money. It's not about any of that. Instead, being mission-driven means that how you're getting your money and everything is driven by a specific mission that you're trying to accomplish with your business. But you still have a business. Your job in your business is to bring in money. Why do you want to bring in money? You want to bring in money to not only have security for yourself, have worthiness in having that money come in, but also to be able to scale your impact even more, right? The more money you have coming in, the more you can decide, how am I going to keep doing this mission, right? Like, do I want to give to certain charities? Do I want to start up programs? Do I want to do all these things that I can't do if I don't have money coming in, right? So being mission-driven does not mean that you sell your products for less. It does not mean that you do a bunch of stuff that's free because it's a part of your mission. It means that the decisions that you make in your business and how you run your business is always aligned to a specific mission and not to a niche. And if you're struggling with developing your mission in your own business, go ahead and download my Mission Clarity Workbook. It's a free workbook that kind of helps you walk through what your mission really is in your business to give you this direction. And in my next video, I'm really going to talk about some of the benefits, both to you and to your customers, for being a mission-driven entrepreneur. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.